This is a top 15 matchup featuring Big Ten versus ACC. Conferences with a long shared history on the hardwood and new-look lineups in football. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start us off. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Looking to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. The defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them real fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The sure hands. It's Harbor. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver makes the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. Kind of play that decides football games. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, South Carolina. A great catch and run for 6. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to scramble now. Tough to shove a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
That's a really nice read here by this quarterback, Chris. He kept it himself, picked up some positive yardage.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He keeps it on the design run. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They go with a direct snap. Rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense is back out there on the field. possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up, and you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Important second down play coming up. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. And the Aggies come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Reed. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They drag him down after a big gain. Moved all the way to the 38. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Design quarterback run. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. throw caught on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris Smith, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To the air, it's Reed. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Just a big 3rd down play here. The defense does everything right. Everybody's covered. The one thing they didn't account for is the quarterback. And he has great presence of mind here to be able to pull this down on this 3rd down play. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, he gets inside the 10 to set up a 1st and goal.
The Aggie is trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
When real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second down and goal upcoming.
Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse, white 29.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking. They slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver, you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good gain. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a man. Makes the catch. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The reception makes about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And the returner is brought down. Before they head to the locker room. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw. It's Reed. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and still motoring. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 15. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Breaking free at the 35. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Sellers. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Gamecocks will have to kick it away when it comes for his 2nd punt of the game. The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Trying to find room. It's Moss. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Off the RPO, clock to the right. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. There was no catching him that time. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you to fight for 60 minutes.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he goes down after a huge chunk play to completely change the field position here.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
They'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Texas A&M.
Now it's second down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Sellers. Looking downfield near the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Number 8 in the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score. Texas A&M.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Starts just inside the end zone. Turner blocked out. Sets up the next drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. To throw, it's Reed. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now.
Heck of a job by this defense sitting back in nickel. Good job of keeping the eyes on that quarterback when he took off the scramble. He's got a long way to go to pick up this first down now on 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And they down this one just shy of the 40-yard line. First play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that previous play. That's caught. It's Barber. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right. This one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Short completion. A 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Gamecocks keep the football on the move. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. The pass is off target, yet it is he through as the third down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
QB keeper all the way. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He finds some space. They get him back, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Hey, you you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Chewing clock with the running game. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. Scanning the field. It's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Catch made in space. Look out. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show in a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a draw to the back. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now here comes the bunch formation. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Using his legs on the scramble to bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. He's looking deep down the middle. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball in that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28.
That makes the score. Texas
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Grinding away with a running game. The game moves the ball to a 34.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W.
Here we go.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. That's a design quarterback keeper. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.